Okay, if you love me, then you should keep my commandments. And I will pray the Father, and he will give you another helper, that he may abide with you, the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot. Now, how many people cannot receive? All the people that are in the people in the world, they cannot receive the Holy Spirit. The world cannot receive because it neither sees him nor does it know him. But you, on the other hand, you know him, for he dwells with you, and he will be where? He will be in you. After the death of Jesus Christ and his resurrection, he will come and he will appear to all of his people. And he will appear to how many people according to this verse? More than 500 people. Okay, so let's assume 500 people. What does he say to these 500 people? Come to Luke. It says, wait in the city, tarry in the city of Jerusalem until you are endued with power from on high. That means these people have to wait in Jerusalem. They are there because they are going to get power from heaven. They are going to get effective power from heaven. Acts chapter 2. Here he says, when the day of the Pentecost had fully come, they were all with one accord in one place, and suddenly there came from heaven a sound of a mighty gushing wind, and the whole place and the whole house was filled as they were there sitting. Then there appeared tongues of fire and sat upon each one of them, and they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak with other tongue, and the Spirit gave them utterance. This is the meaning. See, when God made man, he made everything in three things, okay? A Father, Son, and the body, mind, and spirit. He made everything three things. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Everything three. Okay, all of these things, everything are three according to the Bible. Okay, he made Gabriel, Michael, and Lucifer. There are three heavens. All of this. Okay, and when God made man, body, mind, and spirit, come to Job chapter 33, verse 4. The Lord will do something to give man life. He will do something to give man life. The Spirit of the Lord has made me, and the breath of the Almighty gives me. When Adam was there like a dead body, God will blow his air into Adam's nostrils, and Adam will come alive. You understand what I'm saying? This breath of God is inside all of you. But then the devil will come, and the devil came to Eve, and the devil said, Eve, eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and body, mind, and spirit. Now, when we have the Spirit of God upon us, the Spirit is the one that is giving us utterance. You saw here, right? The Holy Spirit came upon them, and they spoke in other tongues, and the Spirit of the Lord gave them utterance. Meaning in other words, when I'm taking my dog for a walk, I hold my dog and I walk and I show it where to go. అంతే కదా the dog doesn't show me where to go. I take my dog on a walk. The Holy Spirit is holding you, and it is telling you how to talk. It is telling you what to do. It is encouraging you. It is pushing you. It is pursuing you to do something. This is a man who is born in the Spirit. But what happened the moment Eve ate the knowledge fruit? She understood, and that the order was changed. As long as she was led by the Spirit of God, she was the child of God. But suddenly now she had knowledge. What did the knowledge do? It put her mind forward. So people started saying, I will build a Tower of Babel so high until the heavens that I will reach God. Oh, there is no God at all. So people started serving their mind, serving the knowledge. We are going even lower and lower. We are degrading even more. Today, people serve their bodies. There is a body culture now. Spirit culture went off, mind culture went off, knowledge culture went off. Now we are in the body culture. But when the Spirit of the Lord came, 50 days, also what marks Pentecost? When Egyptians sent off, when people came out of Egypt, that was on Passover festival. You remember that the Lord with his with the angel of death will come to every door, and he will see who is the one who has the blood of the lamb upon the doorpost. If you have the blood of the lamb, you are saved, meaning you are delivered. There is a kind of sparingness for you. He has mercy on you if there is blood. But if there is no blood, you are not saved. So after 50 days, they will come to Mount Sinai. And on the 50th day, you know what will happen? Moses will come down from the mountain with 2 tablets of stone on which is written the 10 commandments. The word of the Lord was given to these people on the 50th day. That is why people will go to the Pentecost festival in Jerusalem. That's why all these people were there. And 50 days exactly from the day that Jesus resurrected to heaven, went back to heaven, 50 days exactly on the day of Pentecost, the Holy Spirit will come as a mighty rushing wind. And this wind will bring the word of the Lord to you. Just like in Mount Sinai, the word of the Lord came to Israelites. Right now, the word of the Lord will come to you. Come to Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 18. Here I am, and the children whom the Lord has given me, for we are signs and wonders in Israel. God is going to make you into a sign and into a wonder. So people came to all when the Holy Spirit came upon these 120 people, they started speaking in other tongues. And ఆ భాషలో అట్లా మాట్లాడుతూ ఉన్నప్పుడు అసలు అందరికి ఏం అర్థం కావట్లా. ఏంట్రా వీళ్ళు పొద్దునే తాగేశారా, ఏంటి వీళ్ళు పొద్దునే. Then this Peter man, 50 days back, what was he? He was one coward. He said, I don't know who is Jesus. He said, I don't care about Jesus. He said, I don't know who is this Jesus. ఇంకా బూతులు కూడా తిడతాడు. ఆడు తెలీదు నాకు. అట్లా బూతులు తిట్టిన వాడు, he will stand up. Come to Acts chapter 2. Come to Acts chapter 2 and he will say, these are not drunk as you think. How many of you know who is Clark Kent? You know Clark Kent, right? Clark Kent is Superman. So if he wants to change into Superman, where does he go? He will go into the phone booth, restroom. He will go into the phone booth, he'll come out, he'll be Superman. Until then, he'll be Clark Kent. You understand? Sunflowers will be down like this. The moment sun comes up, they will rise up. What is the difference? There is a power that is coming upon you, that will lift you up, that will rise you up. And then this Peter, one day he was a coward. Suddenly right now he is more courageous than everybody. He's standing up, and Peter stood up, lifted his voice and declared to them, man, Jews, all those are dwelling in Jerusalem, let it be known to you and hear my voice and my sayings. Next verse. Here he says, these are not drunk as you think, for it is the third hour of the day. Next. But this is, what is that? This is that. This is that. That's what, I like this translation, because some things, this will become that, that will become, you will become that fellow will become this fellow. Oh, all the things that you say, I wish I can have that car. I wish I can reach that position. I wish I can be that man. I wish I can do that. Oh, this will become, oh, this is that was prophesied. This is that has been spoken through the prophet Joel. And it shall be in the last days that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh, and all the sons and daughters, they shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions. You will receive power from on high. Cats meow meow antayi, కుక్కలు బౌ బౌ అంటాయి, ఎద్దులు ఏమంటాయి, మూము అంటాయి. పరిశుద్ధాత్మతో బాప్తిజం పొందిన వాడేమంటాడు? భాషల్లో మాట్లాడు. Acts chapter 1 verse 4. And being assembled together with them, he commanded them not to depart from Jerusalem, but to wait for the promise of the, which he said, you have heard from me. Next verse, 5th verse. Many people did not wait. That's why only 120 got. All the 380, we don't know where they went. Okay, sometimes we like Christians will be part of the 380 because we just don't like to be patient before God. We want it very fast. ఈరోజు ప్రార్థన చేస్తే రేపటికల్లా అయిపోవాలి, లేదంటే you'll become very unrested. You cannot wait on the word of the Lord. No, you have to wait. I understand last week or 2 weeks back when I was reading the Bible, I read this verse and then I saw, these people did not wait. And then I thought the reason that they did not wait is because in their heart they had some agenda. You understand what I'm saying? If you wanted to be waiting, that means you have to see progress. In other words, the only motivation for a man is progress. If a man is not progressing, he can never be motivated. Like if you go from first class to second class, you will be motivated to do third class. లేదు నువ్వు 4 సంవత్సరాలు థర్డ్ క్లాస్లోనే ఉంటావు, చదవవు కదా. ఇప్పుడు మన వాళ్ళు ఇంజనీరింగ్ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, ఏం చేస్తారు, 5 సంవత్సరాలు 6 సంవత్సరాలు రాస్తూనే ఉంటారు. ఏంటిది M1 రాసిన తర్వాత 7వ సంవత్సరం ఏమంటారు, M1 వద్దు, M2 వద్దు, M3 వద్దు, నాకేం కావాలి, బిజినెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. That's it, right? Motivation is progress of a man. If he does not progress in anything, how can he be motivated to do anything? So the people who did not wait, they were not motivated to, like, I don't know, like what was with them? But these 180 people, maybe they were jobless, maybe they were scared. 120 people, and they waited. Not many days from now, only 10 days they had to wait. Okay, and then power has come upon them. I wrote in my Bible, Lord, forgive me if I am in the 380. I don't want to be the 380 people. Because very often it's very easy to be 380, very easy. Because it's just, you need to occupy yourself with something else. Then I wrote in my Bible and I said, Lord, if I am in the 380, I want to disappoint my disconnection. I want to disappoint my disconnect. Why do I want to disappoint the disconnect? Because I'm so connected. I'm so connected to the world that I'm disconnected to God. And this disconnect, it's just not good. Acts chapter 2, verse 2, and he says, and suddenly, a mighty rushing wind. You know, the people who are filled by the Holy Spirit, they don't need process. They don't need patterns. They don't need 7 points. Okay, 7 points to success, 5 steps to do. Okay, if you do this, then you will get that. No, this will become that if you speak in tongues. This will become that if you pray in tongues. If you want to do that, you need to pray in tongues. Paul will say, I pray beyond everything that you all here will be able to pray in tongues. This is called the baptism of the Holy Spirit. Acts chapter 1 verse 2 here says, 1 verse 4, he says, you have heard from me, for John truly baptized with water. Verse 5 this is. For John truly baptized with water, but you shall be baptized with the